Good morning, Auroville. We have Kees Van Boxtel from Harlem, Amsterdam at the Auroville Radio Studio. Kees is a world musician and a composer. He plays the guitar, silver flute and Indian Bansuri. Kees also manages a studio in Harlem called Birdtrack Studio. Hello Kees, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Good morning, Auroville.
Good morning, Kees. Now tell us about the inspiration you derived from your travel to Auroville first in 2007, which is 5 years back.
Yes, Sharan. In 2007 I came to Auroville, and there I met Narad from the Om Choir, and I was very inspired by this Om singing together. And also the philosophy behind it, that you don't have to be a big musician or you don't have to be a well-studied vocalist to be involved in the Om Choir. That was one big inspiration for me. And I was already thinking around that time to start one day up an Om Choir in Harlem, in the Netherlands. Another inspiration was the musical instrument shop Sharan in that time, and I was lying in quiet at the sound bed, and that was the first time that I really felt that your whole body is existing for 80% out of water, and that by being lying on that bed that sound really heals you. And so I was thinking I have to maybe do this soundbed sessions myself in Holland. So in 2009 I contacted Aurelio from Sharan and I asked him, is it possible that I can buy a bed? So they made a sound bed for me, and also with 8 strings which I can tune in a different rag, so I can even more specialize my healing sessions. So that was the second inspiration I got from being in 2007 in Auroville. And also a big inspiration was just reading books from the Mother and Sri Aurobindo and what they thought about the whole that all the citizens of all the countries all over the world coming together in Auroville. So I was thinking then, okay, but with music, all these countries have a different background in music, so maybe if I'm back in Holland, I'm not going on with my jazz and my pop things, which I was in and around that time, but I'm going to start up a world music band. So I started up Shimayana, and at the moment this is still going on.
Now, I heard you talk about Carolyn and her experiment with sounds, Carolyn in Auroville. And can you tell us a little bit more about what you have been doing with Carolyn in terms of your experiments with Nada Yoga?
Yeah. When I was in Holland, I had the plan to make a little book about Nada Yoga. And so I was traveling through India, but I couldn't find really the right people who could tell me some clues about it, because it's very rare. You know, it's a rare. It's a nada it's a yoga which is not so well known even. And here in Auroville, I woke up in the morning, and one person of the guest house, he said, "Do you want to go with me to a session with a person called Caroline, and she's giving healing sound sessions?" So I was there, and then I fell in love with Caroline, her voice. That's the first thing, because she has herself a beautiful voice, and she gives beautiful lessons about Nada Yoga and the connection between Sarega, Mapa,